Yo, yo, yo. I am Myles Sergé. That person over there to my right is who?
D-KNOX. Man, I love that intro, man. The music.
Oh,
Yeah. Got me
you.
just
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
happy track.
And welcome to MS Live, where we kind of do this kind of weekly so far. And we bring you the newest, latest, something or other. What's been going on, man? How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm happy. I picked up this nice case from my new iPad yesterday. Oh man, it's nice. It's got extra, like for accessories. It's padded, but actually, it's supposed to be for Electron.
Okay.
Instrument. But I was in Wired Tunes yesterday, and I like to visit the nice folks down there and talk music stuff. So I saw it over there and it was mad cheap. So let me grab it for the iPad case.
Okay. He says that now just for the iPad, but I'm sure something will be in there soon where it's actually supposed to be for. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm glad the iPad thing is actually working out for you.
Yeah, I did some videos too, so I'm gonna put them up on Instagram so people can see. I couldn't believe what I could do. Today I went further beyond. I was kind of like one of those wow moments. I didn't know it could do this.
Okay.
Only thing I can't figure out is how to use my iPhone as a webcam on it.
Nice.
I know what I'm supposed to do, but it just doesn't work.
Okay. I'm sure
that's
part of the journey, figuring things out though.
Yeah, but it got kind of annoying today because it's like usually I figure it out. I'll just stay with it. But today it was like, dang it, I can't figure this thing out yet. But okay, I'll just let it go. Maybe tomorrow.
Got you.
What's going on in your world over there? And
a little bit of chaos over all fronts, but I mean it's good. You you navigate through the storm, and hopefully things will work out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that. So last week it was like 50 degrees, snow melted, it was gone.
Yeah.
Last night it just all came back. It's a huge snowstorm was supposed to come over the East Coast, and of course it comes through here. So got out of work last night and it was all cool, and then got halfway home, and then I seen people slowing down, and I felt my car kind of like losing traction a little bit. Look up ahead, man. It was like semi trucks, jackknife, people all in the ditches and stuff, like the high ditches. So
yeah.
And I was like, man, I gotta get home. I'm maybe like 30 miles from home, and I'm doing like 10 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah, it was tight, man. So now outside it's still snowing, has to stop snowing. It's cold now, and it sucks. Michigan weather sucks. It's just crazy.
So it's like for us over here, because it was cold. And then the same thing, it's gotten warm. Yesterday it got even warmer. It's raining, so all the stuff melted. But then I saw that they put some kind of weather alert. Oh, it's gonna get cold again before it gets warm. One more cold spell. And I said, "Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not driving over here."
Yeah,
I know how to drive in black ice, and coming from Michigan. But over here, sometimes these people, I don't know what they be doing, man.
I don't think most people know what they're doing anyway.
No,
this is crazy. That being said, I know one thing you should be doing. You should be liking and sharing and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. Helps people know that we're here. We're doing things. Brings more attention to the channel. So make sure you do that. Like, share, subscribe. It don't cost you anything. It's free.
It's free.
We are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you don't want to not see us, I don't know why you don't want to see us, but if you can't, you simply just don't want to, you can't, you're going to jail, I don't know, you can also listen to us. We're also there. Please follow us on Instagram at MSLive with D-KNOX. That's Instagram at MSLive with D-KNOX. And now I finally took the time to do it. You can also follow us at the MSLive official X page, channel, or whatever it is. It's at MSLive with D-KNOX. At MSLive with D-KNOX on X. There you go. And that's not for Wakanda. So there you go. You can also email us at mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. That's mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. We appreciate mail, so let us know how we're doing, what we can do better, what you want to see, guests, all that. We need feedback. That's the only way I think that we can improve on things that we can do. So hit us back, hit that email. Along with that, you can also show some support. We greatly appreciate it. You can donate to the cause by PayPal. That is at mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. That's the email address associated with the PayPal account. Or if it's that easy, it's in one of those corners up there, the left corner from my side. We also have a QR code. You can simply scan it. It takes you to the PayPal donation page. So if you want to donate to the cause, we greatly appreciate it. That would be great. If not, that's cool too. Ooh, and there you go. You know, I do this every week, man. I just be messing up sometimes. Sorry about that, y'all. Today, I am happy to have this young man, which I just found out how old he is. Now it makes me feel super old. I don't know what to think about that, but it's okay. But I will say he has been killing things for a while. I think I got hip to him maybe like 2 years ago, really. Everything he puts out is dope. It's on point. It's fascinating. It's energetic. It's a great, and it's like authentic. I will say that. He don't sound like anybody else. He does his own groove, and I was so excited that he accepted to be on the show because I didn't know if we're taking it or not. So, and you never know. You know what I mean? So I said, hey, I'm just going to take a chance to see what happens. So
see if he comes on. Yeah.
See if he comes. I was happy.
Yeah, because his music kind of like, for me, it was just mental and then drawing me in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the sound was like I listen and I'm just getting drawn in and more. You know,
like the
exactly.
So that being said, let's bring to the stage Flaws.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I should be interviewing you both, you know. Should be the other way around.
No.
Good.
No, we thank you though. We appreciate that. Yeah.
I appreciate the feedback and brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's dope. You do good things, so we like to highlight that and to discuss and people who we want to get to know a little bit better. You know what I mean? So we appreciate you joining us. Each and every week, each and every show, we assign a title to the show. I don't know how I come up with it. Maybe it might be something I see. I don't know. It's no different. So today's show, MS Live with D-KNOX, season number 2, episode 37. It's kind of crazy. Interconnected with flaws.
That's a strong one.
Yeah. So
connected. Yeah.
Tell me about interconnected.
Yeah. So interconnected was an EP I did with a friend of mine called Lynn, based out of Sweden. And she has a label called Cavalier, which is very specific sound. She just invited me for a release. There was 3 of them I think I made when I was at college. So they were quite old. I was kind of sitting on them for quite a long time, to be honest. And the way I used to send demos back then was like in a folder of like 50, 60 tracks, which so a lot of them was just drafts. Like a lot of them were like really incomplete, and but to send out a big folder, there's always going to be a couple in there that resonate. And those tracks on that EP resonated with Lynn, and yeah, we did a record, which was a really nice record to put out as well, to be honest, because there was 2 of those tracks that if I listen back to it, I can almost go back to the place where I made it. Yeah, so those tracks are quite special because how do you explain that?
Right.
Because you just grooved, and then for some reason you can teleport back almost.
What year was this when this came about? Like, did you do the tracks like years before, or was it like kind of like?
Oh,
hey,
yeah. The track, I'd say the tracks were probably made around 2018, I think.
Oh, wow.
2019.
Wow.
One of the tracks, actually, in particular, I can't remember which one it was made before I had even visited a club before.
Oh, wow.
So I was 17. So I hadn't kind of gone to a club, but I'd kind of built up in my mind what a club would look like, I guess, and then just kind of made it one of them. But that interconnected EP it's a very interesting one. So that one for me is quite a special record.
And what way? What way is it interesting to you?
Because of that reason, it kind of, for me, it was almost like those two tracks on that EP, which almost made in a fantasy world, because I hadn't had a reference to a dance floor, so I wasn't going off a night that I had that I got inspiration off. I don't even know what I was going off, to be honest. It was just a exploration, I guess. Quite naive, and I mean, I even listened to some of the newer stuff that I'm making now, and I think, was my stuff better back then? Like a naivety, I guess. Because I mean, like as you make more stuff, I guess you have certain formulas, I guess, whereas back then I had no formula, so I was just messing around. You know what I mean? But the record came out, I think, in 2023, I think. So yeah, but yeah, it's a good one to start on, definitely.
Yeah,
that's interesting. You picked up on that one as well.
Yeah, actually, I liked it. It was like, this is dope, man. Like I said, like everything I've heard from you from the start, it was kind of like, I think the name kind of got me, and that's my next question. I want to kind of get into the name, you know what I mean? But the name grabbed my attention at first, and it was kind of like, okay, that's different. But then, like, actually sitting down and listening to the music, like I said, like when we first started, it kind of draws you in, you know what I mean? Especially a lot of your kind of like non-dance flourish things that you do. It's a slow build, but it made me want to think like, you know, I'm waiting for the next element. I'm waiting to see what's next. And every time something else comes in, it draws me deeper and deeper into the music. And it's like, it's dope.
Yeah.
And it was really dope. And then you find that with some art, but it's not like a common thing, you know what I mean? So I was really really impressed, and it just made me, I want to know more about who this is, you know what I mean? And just hearing more and more music. And then eventually, like I said, I get promos and stuff like, yo, everything I got was like, this shit's dope. Like, I haven't heard anything bad at all, you know? It's all good, and it's constantly like the next one
I appreciate
goes
that.
above the next one before it, you know what I mean? Like, this was good, but this is even better, and it just keeps going. And for me, it keeps going like that. So
it means a lot.
no, it's
really
it's dope. We don't lie about here. We tell the truth. So that's, at least my opinion. That's what, you know, that's what I thought. So
Definitely no flaws there.
no flaws. So which gets me to the point. Like, how did you come up to name your flaws? Where did that come about? Because there's no flaws like that. So
Kind of an irony, I guess. But because flaws, it was one of those things that kind of, again, cliche, kind of just like came to me in a random kind of moment. I can't even pick out a specific moment, but the meaning of it deepened as I was to develop into making stuff, and for me it now represents like a almost art without like imperfection is for me is just like, yeah, what's the point in it then? And it's the same for, I mean, techno in particular. For me, the things I gravitate towards are the imperfections. So it will be the tracks that just like it shouldn't be good, but it is. You see what I mean?
Right.
So it's yeah, like stuff like that, and also like even in life, like human life, for me it's yeah, the imperfections in life that makes things interesting. It's the same with people as human beings.
Right.
The character is the imperfections, right? It's the so it kind of embodied something else as I started to deepen into the craft, I guess, of the sound. But yeah, that I didn't actually kind of have a concept for the name when I first came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do enjoy the name. Other than there is two other flaws.
And I've
there's
seen
one
that.
in folk. Yeah, there's one in folk music and there's one in like trance.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't really know how to approach that at this moment, but yeah.
Have you contacted this person?
Yeah, we've been in contact. Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, a name for someone, it becomes their identity. So it's yeah, it's a touchy thing, right? It's something that, yeah, maybe I go under my real name one day, or yes, another alias. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because I actually did when I had to go under another name, I went under Translate, and at the time there's another Translate, and it was kind of like he hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, you know, we're using the same name." I was like, "Well, I just did it for like a alias because at the time I had like God, I had like a couple of records coming out, and they were literally dropping days apart from each other, and I had to change the name." And I did a release on Russ Gabriel's label D-KNOX, and it's Translate. And I thought, oh, it sounded kind of dope. I'm gonna do it, and I did it. And for the life of me, I wish I could go back and put my name on it because it did good. So I got into this thing like, well, the record did good, and then I'm looking at my other records with my name on it. They were kind of like, not to say they were trash, but they didn't sell well. But that record sold well. I'm just thinking like, it's fucking me, but
exactly that. Yeah, it's yeah, it's a hard one. It's a minefield, right? It's
so,
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of examples where artists have the same name. One of them takes it over, and you know, there's certain like copyright and stuff, which
he was cool because he contacted me and we talked and we shared the name for a second, and then like maybe like 2-3 years ago I made a post like because people were hitting me up, hey, you did this, and like, yo, that's not me, that's the other Translate. And I wrote him one day, I said, hey man, I know we've been doing this for a little bit, and I maybe did like 3 or 4 releases on the Translate, and I said, it's yours, bro. I'm not you know, it's all you. This to make it easy.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of hoping for that, but I don't think that will happen, to be honest.
See, the thing that would be crazy, like if you started like making trance.
Yeah.
Then you
well, oh no, yeah. I don't want to throw shade because this is live, but yeah, there's been a few things where I've been tagged in a few things, and I'm just like, my automatic reaction is like, that's not me. That's not me. Like,
Right.
get this off my page, kind of thing. Like, but
Yeah.
then you can't really control it, can you? It's just
No.
what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
But I should take the American route of just suing everyone. I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll just start suing everyone.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
this?
no.
This is from Flaws to stop using my name.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
You
Yeah.
just sue.
Yeah.
Sue,
Yeah.
Susan,
It's
sue.
a shame that we're known for
Yeah.
that. Americans, all they get
Yeah.
sue all the time.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
back,
yeah.
my neck, and my back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll sell it now for a honey bun and $20.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
I know I'd like to ask you something though about who is your musical heroes? You know, who sort of influenced you in a way, or
Yeah. But, that does open up a lot of. I could obviously name quite a lot, and luckily my dad was actually a DJ and a record collector, which made it a lot easier for me growing up and having access to electronic music. And yeah, luckily for me, it was true house music, like Kerry Chandler,
wow,
DJ Deep. You know, these people that, yeah. So for me, this is good sound, and obviously I didn't know it at the time, but I grew up on that stuff. So I say it to him all the time now. I'm very grateful that you had a good taste.
Yeah.
Because it gave me a good reference. So I would actually say my dad.
okay,
But also people like Kerry Chandler, that house sound for me.
oh yeah, Kerry Chandler's a beast.
It's just and then obviously now with my own stuff, obviously the Jeff Mills, Rob Hood, all that stuff. Yeah, all the Detroit, like Derek May, like for me, is ultimate.
What would you say from Derek May? Because for me too, it used to be Derek when I was young. Out of Kevin, Juan, but Derek was like the main one that I gravitated to. That sound, that transmit sound. But what tracks? I'm just curious. What tracks?
Yeah, Strings of Life. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. That for me is like, that's like the embodiment of like so many different genres in one. It's like so classical. It's like and then you just think, like, how did he even make that? Like what even happened? And
well,
yeah, like all those influences and well,
you know what happened.
Tell me.
Allegedly.
I think I've heard about there was a certain riff, and I've heard about it, but even so, the intellect to put that together, you know, and it's the same for basically all of that early Detroit sound.
It was a special time back then, man. The energy was different. I remember meeting Derek for the first time after buying his records as a teenager. It happened through my cousin Jay Denham, because he took me up there for a reason.
Wow.
And
that's your cousin?
Yes, my cousin. And
legend.
I was about to sign a rap contract with a local rapper in Kalamazoo, but because my cousin asked me to take him up to Detroit on this particular day, I ended up going to a pawn shop, buying a Casio CZ101 for $40. Then picked up Shake. Everybody knows Anthony Shakir. And then we go over to Derek's loft. And also Rich McMillan, the guy who made Rock So Hard to Make the Building Shake, he was with us. Long story short, go up to his loft. There's a huge dog named Mau Mau, Derek's dog. And I, like a chicken, I turned around, ran back to the car because the dog didn't bark at me, he roared at me like a lion. But this was, it looked like a Great Dane with a pit bull's head.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, so Jay's laughing. I can hear him in the car laughing. Richard actually ran with me too. Come back upstairs. My first instant meeting the guy who, you know, I admired through his records. I get up the steps. He just basically was rude. Like, hey man, just go over there and do just go over there like I tell you to do. And I got the dog or something like this. And I remember when he said that, I was thinking, who is this Leroy from Fame mofo telling me what to do? Because he had on like, you know, like the same kind of outfit that this guy that used to play on the show Fame on. And that was like my first meeting. But right after he said that, I instantly forgot that I was like quickly mad at him, because when I looked on the floor, he had his gear all sprawled around on the floor, like in a big circle. So he was like sitting down Indian style, and he had some track playing. And I don't know what it was, but just these strings and basses, you know how he does, you know, the sound. And I was just like, wow, I'm not making hip hop no more. This is what I'm doing. I'm just doing techno. So when I hear you say that, that's why I thought like, yeah, that was a moment for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that time.
Yeah. That's incredible. That is. Yeah. And you witnessed that. You So like, this is also amazing because this music is so young. Like the fact that you these people, you still walk, do you know what I mean? The legends, the people that, you know, including yourself, you know, people that are responsible for the sound that it is now. You're just still doing it. Like, it's
Can't
just
stop.
that, and exactly. And that's the thing where, that's the amazing thing about this craft. And it inspires me endlessly. And yeah, I think it's one of those things, it's a do or die thing. It's like you're either in it or you're not. And yeah, luckily also met people, Galfam being one of them, Dakota, who's also do or die. Like you just can't even, you can't even function without it. It's just one of those things that, you know, without that, I would say that you're quite redundant in your spirit. I'd be redundant in my spirit if I didn't do some sort of music, like I think in my life.
We're like in the secret private club, right? Because now try to imagine your friends they know what they kind of know what you do, but they don't really know, but they're not in it. They got their own life. They live in a different way. But we got a common ground. We know the record store. We know the music store. We know the expenses of buying equipment and the parties, and, you know, sometimes the disappointments or the great times of DJing or being booked or not. You know, we all share a common knowledge of this. So, but like my friend Larry, for some, you know, I went to high school with or something. Oh, techno, a little bit he knows, but he doesn't know. You know what I mean? But that's what's exactly unique about all of us people. Matter the age doesn't matter. This music will just live on.
Right.
It's just gonna go. It's gonna find you. You know, if you're a participant, as long as you show up. That's why I say, guys, tip for today: just show up. That's all you gotta do, and then something will definitely happen. For me, I know if I show up, a track can happen, but also it takes energy. I'd rather not have nothing to do the next day, so I can stay up all night and have fun with it. You know? Like you're a DJ, but you're at home making music.
Yeah.
You know.
So
go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I was going to ask. You said your dad was a DJ, so like, I'm assuming he played mostly house, and you've seen that. So I was going to ask, like, now your parents kind of know what you do now. What does your dad think about what you do now?
To be honest, my dad has always pushed me to do it, and even I remember him sending me voice notes from inside Berghain, and at the time I was like, I don't even know Berghain.
All right, so I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah.
Who is your dad?
Yeah.
So okay, so that's another one. So Yeah. So he was a young father. My mum and dad were actually very young. I was probably an accident, to be honest. So they weren't together like 19, 20 when they got together. And at the time, my dad was really trying to do music for a job. He also went to like Point Blank in London.
Okay.
So he was really trying. But as you have kids, and he had 3 more as well after me. By the time he's 25, so they were busy. But yeah, he had to stop. So he sold his 1210, so I never got to learn vinyl off him. Same with production, he just stopped it. Obviously, when you have a lot of kids, you have to get a proper job and focus on that. So he always says that was as a regret of his to stop it, but I guess that's what kind of I kind of carry that on, if you know what I mean. So yeah, he never like had a career with it or anything. Okay. He was just a very passionate person about sound, and luckily for me, he had some good taste, so I could draw off a lot of that. He's never toured or anything. But it's good to have a reference. So my dad fully has always supported me when it comes to this in terms of spiritually, you know. Like it's nice that I have a dad that is almost like a brother who kind of understands that, if you know what I mean. My mum, she definitely understands it because obviously she had a nightlife and stuff, and also supports me and what I'm doing, which is brilliant. Obviously, grandparents, whatever, right. Yeah. There's no point even trying to, but they again support me. They're so lucky. I got a family like that support me, to be honest. But financially, they maybe didn't support me in terms of like, they always said like, you've got to get another job if you're going to do this, because especially my dad knew that it's probably no money in it until you build yourself up, right? So that was quite. I actually tried to do it full time for a bit, but it's just couldn't do it. Not now, not yet. It was a hard life. That's a tough life. That.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's supposed to remain fun. I always told myself this needs to be fun. You know, if I gotta be stressing, I didn't get booked or the records didn't sell, and I'm not trying to make music just to make it sell. It's like I want to make it that I enjoy. And if I've got another job, I feel like okay, I'm my own investor. I believe in myself, so if I got a job, then I can put as much as I want into the track, merchandise. Right? Yes, it kind of makes a freedom because also this thing gives you that relief from work. So then work isn't that bad because okay, I'm working, okay, I got to pay the bills, but I'm also I got even more money so I can have fun on the weekend and go buy some more stuff. So then it makes work not that bad actually. And you feel safe. Safer, I would say. So at least okay, I got the weekend. If I want to go DJ somewhere or party something or do something with music, I got the whole weekend to do it. And even sometimes after work, if I'm not too tired. So it's
also there's this it's a yin and yang thing as well, because if you're just taking and not putting back, then you can almost be living in this like survivor mode kind of thing, right? It's like for instance, actually started a label, a digital label, when I was at college, and I didn't set it up correctly, and I released other people's music. And because I also wasn't savvy with my own music, so I never asked for contracts or anything like that. I didn't set that up in my label, which created some proper tension with obviously with other artists. I actually just thought it was the norm to just put stuff out there on other labels and just not hear back and receive any commission or contract or so yeah, that was also a massive learning curve, and also probably to do with not having another job and stuff, because just not understanding how things work properly. But I learned a lot from that.
It takes a minute to wrap your head around this stuff, because I mean, in the beginning I wasn't pretty much aware of publishing. I just knew, okay, ASCAP, BMI, but what do I actually do? And then a little bit in, I need to be publishing, because that's money, and other little things, even how like distribution, because in the beginning I was doing it myself, like wasn't doing no P&D deal. So it was a lot of learn this, learn that, and okay, I spent too much on this or that, but it's all part of the game. You learn those.
Well, I can imagine mistakes. Also back before the digital era, was it harder to get distribution and get coverage and get your records?
I would say for me, I never ever experienced like being told no, or I couldn't get distribution, but I could see where it could be hard for some people, because I think for me it might have been based on just okay, this guy is from Michigan, he's like probably part of the Detroit guys or whatever, but I don't know if it was that or just my music maybe was just good. I mean, it was different, that they just, definitely. This is something different. Let's try this. And plus my passion that was in it too. Like, they could probably see it in my eyes. Like, okay, this guy, he's got the wolf in his eyes right now. He's, he's about his music. He's doing this. So if we don't take it, somebody else is going to do it. But it looks like he's going to do it himself. If not, so it could be that. But I'd be thinking it is also too that, okay, these Detroit guys, back then it was easier. It wasn't as many people do, if you don't have this digital thing, and who's going to spend their money to press records and all that. So that also probably has something to do with it, that, it was, I would say, difficult for some people, but not for some.
I personally think like right now, the whole, going back to distribution back in the day, like, I got turned down a few times, but I just think it takes that one person to give you a shot. Like Donnell was saying, they actually see something that's different. I kind of tend now to think it was harder to get a distribution deal, but I personally think because of that, the music was way better.
Yes.
When you
that's a really good subject,
when you go back,
it's a big thing now, right?
Yeah. Like if you go back to that whole aspect, what Donnell said earlier, people are putting their money up, and now I have to not only believe in that, I have to make sure that I have to, if I'm going to invest in this, it has to be a good product. And I think because of that, there was more of a quality control thing, because somebody, if you didn't do it yourself, somebody had to put the money up. And nowadays, and it's still kind of like that. I mean, it's hard as hell to sell records, to be honest, if people don't know that. I mean, there's labels to do it. It costs a lot of money for like back in the day, $2,000, you probably could get 500 records pressed. Now it's not that. That might be 200. So the quantities have become smaller. It costs more to do it, but it also it's a quality thing, And I just think with that now, with the digital aspect, like, all right, so each and every day I can probably guess there's probably like at least 10,000 or plus more songs that come out every day digitally in our genre of music. So now the issue is it's flooded. The market's flooded with music. I'm not saying it's all bad or it's all good. But now the new thing is, okay, well, if there's 10,000 tracks that come out a day, how do I get to the top and how do I get exposure? Because you're not going to sit there unless you know if it's an established artist. Most people are just kind of go, you're not going to crawl through 10,000 songs in a day just to find maybe 20 that are dope. So now it all became when the digital thing ended. When the digital thing started, because remember was it 2098, whatever, when everything crashed, all the distributors crashed.
Yep.
You couldn't get distribution deals. They were folding. If you had a deal, if you wasn't selling mad numbers, you wanted big names, you lost your distribution.
Yep.
And
so what did that did it feel like the end at that point?
It was the end for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and the resurgence was digital. And technology was changing. You had like Richie came out, they were doing the final scratch thing.
Yeah.
So it's
a blessing and a curse. Like
right.
It's amazing you can just put out stuff. Like you can literally make something tomorrow and just put it out.
And it's out.
But like you said, it's
and you know that happened.
It's a tough one. It's a really tough one. Yeah.
What it also did, it created a new market, because now before you didn't have promotions, you didn't have PR things, you didn't have all the stuff that you have to do now in order to be seen. You know what I mean? Digitally. And before, like you never know, like you didn't know. You know what I mean? Like if you owned a record store, you ordered records. There was no previews of the records. You just had a fax with a list of records and the artists you may or may not know. And you might take a chance on some people that you don't know because you've seen something in Herb magazine or Mix, the Mix magazine, Mix Mag, and all this and that on this artist that, oh, it's hot and you're going to get it. You were ordering blindly. You didn't know. You know what I mean? I think some of that, and that goes back to the quality thing. You know what I mean? So nowadays you have mad records that come out every day. And I can honestly say, and not dissing on anybody, a lot of that stuff either sounds the same or it's just trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's one of those things as well that like I personally wouldn't like. I mean, if it wasn't like that, then I would have had to have gone down that route of hoping that someone took a shot on the music. But if you are met with like resistance, so like someone could be like listening to music and be like, no, that's just not for me, then you don't get seen and heard, if you know what I mean. Whereas now, like you can just put stuff out and it's going to resonate with some people and it's not going to resonate with others, but it's out, and hopefully it gets played on a dance floor somewhere. That's also another subject as well, because that's a model that's kind of a bit corrupted as well with the digital files and stuff. But at the end of the day, that mission's been completed because you've made it and it's reached people. So it's still a medium. But like you said, it's I mean, for me personally, I really struggle with the content part, because it's like I don't want my music to be content, if you know what I mean. Like, of course, it is content. It's a digital file. It's it's content, but I don't want it to be perceived like it's just content. And that's probably what you've just hit on with the everything sounding the same. I think that's the risk, because it's content. It's just another thing that someone scrolled by. Oh, brilliant. Look, it's got likes, comments. Well, yeah, nice. Scroll on to the next video or thing. And it's like gone. Like, and I know you're not, again, it's another thing you're not really in control of, but at the end of the day, like, that is surely there's more to it, and that's only an aspect, because of course there's still people out there that really listen and curate their what they play as well, and really feel connected to what they play and present, which is good. But yeah, maybe it's time for maybe a new education as well, because it's the younger lot as well. You've got to remember that we're literally in a time, especially the younger lot, it's like we're literally seeing things 24/7. Like everyone, we're living in this digital world where it's just information. But music surely should be that space, that thing that tries to express something that we can't put into words. So yeah, that's the thing that personally I hope changes, to be honest. I just don't know how it's going to change. Maybe it's going to take another end, like with what you said, with the distribution places just folding and stuff. Like, it sounds pretty morbid, but maybe be sort of end to start a new cycle. I don't know. There was a lot of hope with that. Did you sign up to A Slice with Zach, DVS1? So there was a lot of hope with that, and I think he really opened the can of worms when it came to crediting people for their contributions, and also like to see and directly connect to the people that are playing your stuff, but also seeing things more than just this digital file, if you know what I mean. And it's more like respecting the artist whose music you're playing, and you know, stuff like that. So for me, that was a beacon of hope. And obviously that didn't quite work out, but really hoping that something else comes off that. Just that thought alone. Right. Because it's one of those things where for a craft to survive, it needs to be respected, doesn't it? It needs to be seen something more than just putting a video out on Instagram or being another reel, but I think that's where I say older generation, like we're saying, there's like legends walking around that are like 40, 50. That's not old. No, it's not. It takes for people to be educating. Do you know what I mean? And teaching us, like the young, people coming into it, teaching us how to do this, and how to, how to perceive music, and even with stories and references, this is all inspiring stuff. It's, it needs to be respected, in my opinion.
Well, speaking of the new generation, there's a couple of you guys now. I know your age because I wasn't sure how old you were. You and so far for me, you and Decoder. Like we had he was on the show about a month or two ago.
Yeah.
You guys have been like very like, to me, like ahead of the curve of what you're doing, and especially like for you guys to be so young to understand like not only the business but everything that comes with it and what you guys are doing. So tell me a little bit about your relationship with Gartham.
So I think so after I'd put out a few things on Float, Float Records at the time, and they were almost my introduction EPs to the scene, I guess. That was again, a lot of them were just made in my front room without visiting a club. So it was just a complete I don't even know what I was doing. I mean, obviously, I had influences, like the big influence being like Rob Hood, just that pure kind of rhythm that I was really drawn to. But when I was making stuff, I didn't have an idea in mind of, you know, where to put it out. Anyway, we did the float releases, and then Galtham just reached out, and at the time he was he was making a lot of sci-fi kind of stuff, and we were sending tracks back and forth. He was still at I think he was still at school when we started speaking. So we'd just get on a phone call, obviously with the time difference. We'd have to sort that out, but we'd just get on a phone call. He then came to the UK. You spent some time together, and then from that, just a friendship. And I think also I could recognize a lot of stuff, like obviously being young and stuff. That there's also a lot of shady people that would try and take you under the wing and be like, he's I taught him everything, kind of thing. Which was also a thing that I had to kind of learn and be like, but it's a bit, so I tried to stay out of that. Obviously you got to learn, but and same with Galtham, so we both recognized that. And then it was just both young, very passionate, both shared similar like sonic palette, similar inspirations, and he's just a bloody good guy as well. Just a good person. So it's that's where that came about. And it's we've been worked on tracks together, and still have a phone call every couple of weeks. If I'm in Berlin, I'll go and see him. Got to see his Berghain debut, which was brilliant. Proper proud moment. His sister was there as well, and basically the whole of Texas came as well, which was brilliant. But it was good. It was really good. Yeah.
I'm sure he killed it in there. I'm sure he smashed it.
He did. Yeah, he just played his own stuff as well, which was really ballsy. Like took some guts and inspired me as well, because I was just sitting there like, could I play my own stuff, like a full set, like on my Berghain debut, to play your own stuff like that? That says a lot to me. And it worked, and it was perfect. So it was brilliant, and just bred a lot of, I'm sure for him, a lot of inner growth as well to do that. So that's where that friendship, so it's good to have people like that, and just keeping each other in check as well,
right.
We imagine. So with all that being said, let's try to delve into what is life like now for you in the Netherlands, the day-to-day life, and what was it like growing up in England for you?
That's a good question. So I mean, the UK for me, again, very cliche, but I never felt kind of like that was my home, if you know what I mean. Like there's certain things that I miss now that I'm, it's like a lot of the humor is brilliant. I love football. I enjoy a beer as well, going to the pub, like all that kind of stuff. There's some foods that I like, others. But so I'd say I didn't recognize my home being there. Now I live with my partner in the Netherlands. She's fully Dutch. I've lived here for a year now, and it's been interesting to try and integrate myself here. try and learn the language a bit, but that's very difficult. And yeah, but it's been nice to be living here. I was a resident of a party in Amsterdam for nearly 6 years. So I always felt musically I was more welcomed here.
Okay.
So it's a party called Arresa Community. So they were the first people to kind of take me in and give me a chance, if you know what I mean, to kind of play and experiment in front of people. Like that was something that, like, I mean, yeah, I tried to create that chance in the UK, but it was always met with some sort of resistance or, yeah, trying to put on a night, and it just, yeah, people are like, yeah, well, what's this guy playing, kind of thing.
Right.
But the Netherlands is just a place which I'd place, and it would just be a bit more kind of, yeah, exciting, like just a bit more kind of, yeah, raw, and that was something musically that I was very drawn to, and luckily got that opportunity to come over here and be able to play and stuff. That residency since ended actually in this year, so like the year I moved here, that residency ended. So it was kind of like, now I'm kind of trying to find my feet again in terms of finding like minds in Amsterdam, if you know what I mean. I live about an hour away, so I try and come in to Amsterdam when I feel like I should be. Yeah. So I kind of dip in and out, but quality of life here is, I have to say, is a lot better than the UK. Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. So that's kind of where I'm very grateful to be here. The visa thing was the biggest setback, actually, because I actually got banned from Europe for a whole year. Yeah. So I couldn't play any European shows, and it was actually at a time where I started picking up quite a few requests, which were quite interesting.
All right, how did you get banned?
So yeah,
you did something.
I always say, do you want the cool story? Because the cool story is I was trying to smuggle like weapons and stuff.
Oh,
no, I won't. No. That's the fake story. But I started off like that. Yeah,
that's a
basically. Yeah. No, the real story is my girlfriend. We were getting to know each other, and I would come here and stay for a long time and go back, and yeah, I was just stupid. I just missed a whole stamp. I was like 30 days over.
Okay.
So yeah, I got to the border, and they were like, "Do you realize you've overstayed?" I was like, "Oh, like, are you gonna let me off?" I was trying to, and they were like, "Nah, you can't come back for a whole year." Yeah, which was, yeah, that was a mental prison for a bit, and obviously I couldn't play any shows and had to cancel a lot as well, which was disappointing. Then luckily my nanny's fully Maltese, so I didn't know that I could get a European passport through descendancy, so that made it a lot easier, and then I just came and lived there. So it was, that's why I'm very grateful to be here in that max. It feels quite liberating to have overcome that, and then now being able to obviously live with my partner, build a life here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So it was but yeah, it was, I learned my lesson. I'm never going to get banned ever again, hopefully, from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the resistance right there. Speaking of resistance, by this age, before we started, you actually told me that you were here with Gareth when you guys did a tour of the United States. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a U.S.
Yeah.
citizen, but you and I actually came, and you said that you
Yeah.
had an interesting interaction. You were drilled when you went to Detroit. So tell us about
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, no. So we had a tour, and that was actually when I got banned. It was at the time I got banned, so I couldn't play any shows in Europe. And at the time, obviously, me, Galtham, and Ross, who is Lone Front, we were on regular calls talking about life, music, and yeah, this idea just came up, and yeah, it happened really quickly. I mean, we started planning at the start of the year, and yeah, we basically got a whole tour together for summer. So it was, we road tripped it as well, which was probably the best way to see the States, right? I mean, absolutely stunning, like to see that all the landscapes. So I think we did 7 states in 3 weeks, I think 2 or 3 weeks. So we were close, we were in a car. We had a few arguments as well, which was quite natural. There was one at the end which was quite dramatic, but yeah, it was just part of the thing, the process. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. But yeah, the particular one in Detroit was very interesting, actually, because obviously Detroit is somewhere where, for me, coming from the outside, was somewhere that I kind of had in my mind that it's going to kind of be a certain way, and it turned out it was the total opposite, in my opinion. Like it was very surprising to see how big Detroit is, and how less people there are. For me, that was like, I couldn't even get my head around that. But yeah, just being there was just incredible, to be honest. And yeah, luckily we got to visit the Submerge shop, which was obviously amazing. And a certain Mike Banks just walks in, just out of the blue, which was Mike. Like, oh fuck! I was like, fuck you know. I was like, the OG is just standing there, and I'm just like, so I was kind of just a bit like, wow. And just the way he talks about music and the ways, it was just, and we had a good time with him as well. Like, get a good couple of hours maybe of him showing us his project, and speaking about the old days, and all sorts, making music. Where I said I felt like he grilled me, because he was almost like, who's this kid kind of thing, like, what's he doing here, like, what do you know what I mean? And I kind of was like, and then we started talking about music, and he was like, talking about almost how you make music and how you put your soul into it, and then he kind of was like, you don't write music and all that kind of stuff, and like looked at me. I was like, I don't write music. Like, I also jam, but he was really I think he was trying to dig me out a little bit, but like in a good way, and
right.
Like kind of trying to get to know how. It was incredible, like amazing, really.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. If he talked to you, that's a good thing, because he feels it. He feels it. He knows.
Really.
Yeah, Mike, you'll be surprised sometimes when I go home, I'd be surprised what he knows when I'm doing over here, and I hadn't even talked to him, and be like, "How did you know that?"
Yeah,
like, dang, he be knowing, like Vlad TV, he be knowing stuff. Like, how do you know? How you know? But if he talk to you, that's a good thing, man. Really.
Yeah, well, proper amazing experience, to be honest.
Okay, guys, I must apologize due to a family situation. Again, I'm gonna have to jump out of the show early. It
Understandable.
was nice to chat with you, man, and we're gonna chat
likewise, mate.
even privately,
Yeah.
like Dakota and
Totally.
we keep in touch too. But it's something
Yeah.
I can't get out of. I have to
Yeah, no worries.
attend.
Yeah.
So to the people watching and listening, stay true to yourself. Stick to your goals. Stay the course. And to Myles, I'll catch you either later today or tomorrow.
Word.
My man, Flaws, no flaws. Thanks
Good to meet, mate.
Okay.
Plenty of flaws. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right, G. Let's give it
Okay.
up. Catch you later, man.
Illuminati.
Oh, God. There you go.
Whoa. Into the abyss.
Double horns.
I was still trying to figure that out. All right, man. Get back at me, all right?
Brilliant.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So, we're getting ready to wrap it, but so I guess like my last question for you, it's probably going to be like, well, two actually. Like, what do you want people to know about you? Like the things that some people may not know. What would you want really people to know about you and your music?
Yeah, very interesting question, to be honest. Maybe the music comes from like love or something, or like like when I sit down and make something, I'm trying to put a feeling into that music that relates to a specific kind of moment. Maybe also like for instance, nowadays I think it's a thing of it's expected of you to comment on like political kind of stuff as well, and like where your kind of standpoint on things are, and if you're kind of I would like people to know that I'm a very honest kind of good person that cares about nature and life and love and family and animals stuff. So like, yeah, and I use my music as a tool to try and express that. So yeah, maybe that, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. I see it.
Probably that.
Okay. That's cool. And then you did mention something. So tell me what you got coming up music wise. I know you did say you are in the process of creating another label.
Yeah. So I'm going to be starting a label with a good friend of mine, Siddhan Dokdat from India. So we're going to be putting our heads together to kind of create a home and a hub for our sound, and we're going to see where that comes to. We have a few ideas, and also we want to kind of demonstrate maybe a emphasis on kind of the resonance on a dance floor. So like an emphasis on kind of what is that, and try and explore that as well, like messing around with certain different like frequencies and trying to hit like sweet spots and trying to take it down that route. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting project. I've built up actually probably too much material to be honest, because it's quite hard to go through now and be like, yeah, I kind of want to release that, because I'll literally be like, tomorrow I'll be like, actually no, I'm hearing something different, I actually really like that track. So it will be like so we're in that process now of trying to nail down for definite things. So it's like So that's where we're at. But yeah, that's a thing. That's coming.
Okay.
In terms of individual releases, because of that, I actually don't send stuff out, to be honest. So I want to kind of just release my own music from now on. So yeah, obviously I'm not discounting there probably will be other stuff that comes down the line with other labels. In terms of shows, there's one coming up with Dakota actually for his label showcase in Madrid, which will be, that will be a cool one. So yeah, that's me for now, and yeah, moving forward, we'll see. We're just building stuff.
Yeah, that's all you can do is keep building, man, for sure. Like I said, like you're probably like on the people that I look out for music wise, you're definitely on that list. So I always checking to see for sure.
No, like I said before this, I was surprised to see a message from you both, because I consider you kind of high regard, in terms of sound. So it's an honor, and hopefully from here we stay in contact. I'll keep you up to date with music and stuff, and yeah,
for sure, man, for sure.
So I like that poster back there. We also hit up that place.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Great Beyond.
Great Beyond, yeah. That was the year my first festival in the United States. I don't play much here, but Dustin and them reached out and I played. I had a good time, so that's why
that's a good one
for first. Yeah, it was good, man.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yes, for sure. Great festival. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. You've been, so I mean, but it was dope, man. Had a good time. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, well, I thank you for today, man. I greatly appreciate it. I had fun. It was great to get to know you better, at least on a personal level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'll keep it going from there and keep in contact for sure, man. So. All right, everybody, let's give it up for Flaws. Cool. Make sure you go check him out. Check his music out. In the description of today's link, there are links there. Check him out. Make sure you do that. Great music, always. One more time. All right. Well, I'll get back with you later. So stay up, and I'll talk to you soon.
Cool.
All right.
Take care, man.
All right. So everybody, it's me, Myles Sergé. I'm here. I know I had to dip out, but I'm here. So I guess it's me to do the ending things today. So if you like what you've seen today, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. It lets people know that we're actually out here doing things. It doesn't cost a thing. We are currently trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think right now we're at a little over 600. We're a bit far off, but we're kind of close. So at 1,000 allows us to do more things with the channel. So if you can, just hit that subscribe button at the YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing. It just helps support us. So please do. We are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you don't want to see us or just can't see us, or you're at work but you can hear us, go there. Go to those platforms. We're there. All the shows are there. I think so far, like I said, but I think we're on 37. We have 37 episodes, and they should all be there on those platforms. So when you go there, make sure you subscribe on those platforms to the show, and you can also get updates when we have another show available. You can also follow us on Instagram at MS Live with D-KNOX. That's at MS Live with D-KNOX, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at MS Live with D-KNOX. That's a new page, and it's done. So go check us out and follow us there too. You can also email us at mslive@gmail.com. That's mslive@gmail.com. You can email us your thoughts, concerns, criticisms, support, just whatever. It'd be good to hear from you. You can also support the show. We take donations via PayPal. When you get to PayPal, that email address is mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. Or you can simply scan that QR code that's in the corner right there. I think it's right there. It'll take you to the donation page. I think you can even do like monthly donations wherever automatically. So we greatly, thanks for the support, and we greatly appreciate it. It helps us pay some bills around here and a couple other things. We also both, me and Donnell both DJ live PAs and all that, and we are available. So you can contact Donnell at the Stelar Booking. That's his agency, Stelar Booking, www.stellarbooking.com. You can also email them at booking@stellarbooking.com to get a hold of him and his agent. He's available. He does this hybrid DJ set and live PA. Also, you can check out Donnell's label, which is Sonic Mind Records, huge discography, all that. Most of the releases are available on Bandcamp. That's the Bandcamp information, Sonic Mind Records Bandcamp page, sonicmindrecords.bandcamp.com. Go there, check it out. Check out the music. If you like something, pick it up. I am also available for DJ and live PA. My agency is Position 2 Bookings, www.pso2bookings.com. You can email at info@position2bookings.com. I am available there. So hit them up. I also have my own podcast. It's called Somewhere In. It's on my SoundCloud page, in the playlist there. I kind of do things when I want to. I used to try to do it once a month, but it's kind of varying in ways. But anyway, check it out. It's good. You might like it. Support there too. SoundCloud /Myles Sergé /set/Somewhere In Podcasts. Check it out. And you can also show some love to our homie, Roberto Ingram, and his podcast series on YouTube, the Decisive Podcast Series on YouTube, www.youtube.com /@Decisive Podcast Series. When you're there, check out, he does some very interesting interviews, kind of different from what we do, more in depth, but it's really deep. So go check it out. I learned a lot of things from watching Roberto and watching his podcast. When you're there, show some support, show some love like you do us. Subscribe to his channel, hit the like button, let people know that he's there. We are there. We all support each other, so you can help us do that. Well, that being said, it is time to end this wonderful show. I'll give myself a round of applause. And I'm going to do it again. So I thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you had a good time with us today. And make sure you tune in next week. We have next Sunday, March 1st, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. CET/European time. We have the one and only Force Placement will be joining us next week. Force Placement. Make sure you be there. Don't not come check out the show. I think it's going to be great. That being said, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you, after this, watch our, I won't say sponsors, so to speak, friends and family, but they do support in other ways besides financial. So go check them out, visit them, and show them some love, y'all. All right, until next week. Peace.